plays the loser of this final ball game, this final first round game at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Wabash Catch TV will be here the entire way, all day long Saturday, in one form or fashion, as the 68th annual Salem Invitational Tournament will conclude Saturday night with the championship game at 8:30. I'm Bruce Dickey, and welcome again to Wabash Catch TV. Wabash Catch TV's presentation of the Salem Invitational Tournament. Last 5 games, Salem is 2-3. They lost a tough one here last week to Freeburg, 57-48, and then lost on the road last weekend. I think they played that. They might have played that Monday. They didn't play it Friday. The Breeze Central game. They might have backed that off to Saturday. I'm not exactly certain when they played it, but they did end up playing Breeze Central at Breeze Central, and the Cougars beat the Wildcats 53-41. A couple nice wins in the Duster Thomas tournament prior to that for the Wildcats. They knocked off DuQuoin and after falling to Pinckneyville. Salem on the season averaging 49 points a game. Opponents are averaging 50. That's kind of even. That's how you get to 10-9 overall. For Thornton, they're averaging 56. Opponents are averaging 50.4 in their last 5. A couple of them were conference games. They lost to Oaklawn Richards by 9, 78-69 last week. Prior to that, they lost to Blue Island Eisenhower 68-53. Down at that Carbondale tournament where they lost to Mount Vernon, they also defeated Germantown, Tennessee 62-48 and knocked off Cahokia as well 59-58 in a very tight matchup, as we're just about ready to go. Spanky Smith, one of the officials. 2 of those officials were here last night, Spanky and the older of the other 2. As we are all but ready to go, the TF North Meteors are coached by Tim Bankston. They have some size. Darrell Reed, 6'7" as a sophomore. Only 3 seniors in the on the roster, and 2 of those folks are 5'6". As TF North will have black jerseys with purple numerals. And at one guard, it's Sincere Simmons. He's 5'6" and a senior. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Cornelius Gilbert, also 5'6" and a senior. Julius Bird is a sophomore, 6'4". He'll be joined by Darrell Reed, also a sophomore, 6'7". And I don't have a number 30. I'm going to have to go over there again. Oh, there's number 30. Justin Atoyadele. For the Salem Wildcats, it'll be Isaac Hayes, 5'11" senior. He'll be joined by Jacob Harness, 5'10" senior. Eric Brubaker, 6 foot senior. Brett Whitney, 6'1" senior. And rounding out the all-senior starting lineup, Levi Hayes, the big 6'4" senior center. So it's 5'11", 5'10", 6 feet, 6'1", 6'4", all seniors for Salem. 5'6", 5'6", 6'4", 6'7", and 6'6" for TF North. Atoyadele. That's how I'm going to say it. Atoyedele. Atoyadele. I'm probably wrong, and I apologize if I am. Darrell Reed set to jump it up against Levi Hayes as the winner gets to Topless tomorrow. Loser plays at 1 o'clock against Centralia on Saturday. Tip is up. Tip is won by TF North in the corner. Bringing it out, it will be at Cornelius Gilbert. They fired up. Quick move to the hoop. Shot won't go. Rebound taken down by Toyadeli, and he makes the bucket. Up with it for Salem is Jacob Harness. Boy, as the Jacob Harness goes, so goes the Wildcats most of the season. They try to force it down to Levi Hayes, and it's stolen away by TF North. Long pass ahead to Toyadeli. And now back outside. They'll drop it into the corner. Fake three, and they're going to call traveling against Julius Bird. So with 7 minutes, 18 seconds in the early going here, it's 2-0 in favor of TF North. Up with it. Eric Brubaker has it stolen away. Quick guards. I tell you what, Julius Bird is super quick. His shot is up and no good. Gets his own board. They'll bring it back out. Around the horns, Cornelius Gilbert sets up the Meteors in a 1-4 set. To the right wing, he looks to Simmons. And down low, the pass knocked away, stolen by the Wildcats. 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. 2-0 in favor of TF North. Trying to drop it down again to Hayes. Can't get it to it as Harness lost the handle. Now they find Hayes in the corner. Quick hands for TF North. Harness working against Gilbert, and they're going to call a push inside, I believe. Levi Hayes just picked up the first foul. Yes, he did. Just picked up the first foul for Salem. And up with it. That'll be a foul underneath. And that's going to go. That's going to go against Justin Atoyadele. So one foul on each team. Salem needs to get it across. Harness will. Works ahead, and he's bumped. That'll be a foul on Cornelius Gilbert. Second foul of the game for TF North with 6:17 to go here in the first quarter. Score remains 2-0 into Harness. I don't think Salem's gotten a shot yet. Now Harness heads to the hoop. He lays it up. It won't go. Rebound taken down by TF North. Nice board for Darrell Reed. Long two won't go. Rebound to Hayes. Here comes Salem. 6 minutes to go first quarter. 2-0 TF North. The Meteors. And they are ahead right now. Down low to Levi Hayes. Gets his man in the air. Puts it up. No good. But Darrell Reed will pick up the foul for Thornton for TF North. And it will send Hayes to the line for two. Third foul against TF North here in this early going. Levi Hayes, one of 5 senior starters for the Wildcats, rolls the first one over and around and off. Wildcats still looking for their first point with 5:48 to go here in the opening quarter. He kind of chunked that one up there. Rebound is grabbed by Brett Whitney, but falling out of bounds. It'll turn it back over to TF North. 2-0 in the early going. Low scoring ball game so far. Sprinting across, Julius Bird. Coach Bankston, Tim Bankston, senior of the TF North Meteors. He saw the Wildcats were in a press. He wanted to take advantage. In the corner, jumper is up and off the iron, no good. Rebound to Whitney. Whitney quickly up ahead to Hayes. That's Isaac Hayes. Isaac and Levi. Outside. Harness makes a move on Bird. Now the ball nearly stolen away. It's still loose. And coming up with it is Darrell Reed. Heads to the hoop, puts it up, no good, but they're going to call a charge. Charge is going to be against Darrell Reed, and that's quickly 2 fouls on the big man. Darrell Reed, just a sophomore, 6'7". And Levi Hayes will come out, but that's already foul number 4 against TF North. So the Wildcats to toss in. Leighton Weyer into the ball game for Salem as they want a little bit more speed in the game. Also into the game, Cade Alberson. Last time we were here, Cade was hurt, unable to play. Good to see him, his ankle better. As Whitney outside with it, guarded by Atoidele. On the drive, jumper won't go, or runner won't go. Rebound taken away by Whitney. He heads to the hole, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. And I believe that's going to be against Julius Bird, his first. Whitney gets the first field goal for Salem with 4:46 to go here in the first quarter. And he can give Salem their first lead from the free throw line. And he does not. Rebound loose, gathered by the Wildcats. Alberson off to Brubaker. He puts it up, it won't go. Tipped around. Alberson again. Off to Brubaker, back to Alberson, up and off again, no good. And it is a scrum inside. They're going to call a held ball, and it'll go to Salem on the alternating possession. Lots of pushing and shoving inside, and boy, I'm really kind of surprised that Tim Bankston is leaving Darrell Reed in the game with 2 fouls, especially with the style of play that is going on inside. It's pushing and shoving. 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. And it comes to Alberson. Outside, Jacob Harness. He's guarded closely by Sincere Simmons. Alberson now off to Whitney. Whitney thought about firing the 3, decided against it. Now backs up, loses the handle, puts it off his own foot, and that'll be over and back. Turnover, you can't afford the unforced turnovers, and that was one right there. Low scoring ball game, 4:14 to go here in this first quarter. It's just 2-2. Cornelius Gilbert brings it across, gets a little room, puts it up, the jumper won't go. Rebound loose, grabbed by Darrell Reed. Nice rebound. Back around to Gilbert. The 2 senior guards, Gilbert and Simmons, probably played together for a long time as Reed misses the short one, and a foul's going to go on the rebound. I think that's going against Savon. Savon Cameron picks up his first. Number 6 already against the Meteors. With 3:47 to go here in the first quarter, we're going to have free throws pretty quickly. And right now, as Harness made the shot, but it's not going to count. He'll head to the free throw line for 1 and 1. Wildcats in the 1 and 1 with 3:42 to go here in the first quarter. As that foul is the second one on Cornelius Gilbert. TF North having difficulty with the officiating. Into the game for Thornton Fractional North is number 3, Torrance Cox, as the second free throw is good as well. Harness will take a seat. Back into the game for the Wildcats, Isaac Hayes. It's 4-2 Salem with 3:40 to go, first quarter. Gilbert across, hands off to Simmons. Gets a screen from Reed, hesitates. Hands off now to Cox. Back to Gilbert, he fires, it is good. Cornelius Gilbert with his first field goal. And 3:20 to go in the first quarter, we're tied at 4. Hayes brings it across in a hurry. Isaac drops it down, Whitney, he puts it up and in. Brett Whitney now. And a timeout on the court taken by TF North with 3:05 to go in the first quarter. It's Salem 6, TF North 4. We'll be back in 30.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's. It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a...
And welcome back here to Salem Community High School. TF North trailing the Wildcats 6-4 with 2:50 to go. Pass inside intended for Reed, knocked away. What a nice defensive play there by Leighton Ware. Tipped it away, and it was gathered by Cade Alberson. Outside with it is Isaac Hayes. Drops it down for Whitney, and he travels. Trying to work down there against Savon Cameron. And the traveling violation will give it back to TF North. Low-scoring first quarter. Both teams kind of having trouble getting a shot to the hoop. On the drive, Gilbert puts it up and in, and charge. No basket. That's Cornelius Gilbert's third. So Jarvis Booker will check in, and that's team number 8 against TF North with 2:29 to go. First quarter. Salem might be in a super bonus by the end of this quarter. It's 6-4 Wildcats. Brubaker brings it up against pressure. Hands it off to Hayes. Well defended by Simmons. Now to Brubaker. Makes a nice move, heads to the hoop, puts it up, and off no good. Rebound, Alberson up and in. Cade Alberson bumps it to a 4-point game, 8-4. On the drive, nice runner for Sincere Simmons. Cuts it to 2, 8-6, 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Whitney brings it up, and the ball stolen away. Nice steal from Savon Cameron. Up again, Sincere Simmons to the hoop. He lays it in. He's got 4. We're tied at 8 again. 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Things picking up measurably here later in the quarter. And on the drive, they're going to call a foul. It's going to be a blocking foul against Jarvis Booker. Number 9 against TF North. Salem has just committed 1. And to the free throw line for 1-and-1 is Leighton Ware. Salem right now 2 for 5 from the line. As Ware hits that one, he'll get another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Puts Salem back in the lead, 9-8, with 1:34 to go here in the first quarter. That was going to be short. Rebound, Darrell Reed. A near steal. Whitney got a hold of it, but Simmons lets Whitney knock it out of bounds. It will remain TF North basketball. Checking in for Salem's Hatton Liebarger. And into the game for the first time for TF North is number 12. Also Marlon Bird into the game. I don't have a 12. And with 1:14 to go, Salem leading by 1, 9-8. Sincere Simmons is going to direct traffic. He moves Marlon Bird to the high post and spreads the other fellas out. Taking his time, we'll go under a minute. Down by 1, they're going to burn off the rest of the clock. Well, you don't typically, I'm not used to seeing this from northern teams. Usually think of McLeansboro or something or small schools that will burn off the clock. TF North with 1,400 students. That brings the boring cheer from the Salem Wildcat fans. They figure they don't care if it's boring if they're going to come out with a 10-9 lead. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. 9-8 in favor of Salem. Salem's back in the zone. Simmons starts to move, now backs out with 12 seconds. Looks to his coach for directions. Tosses it to the side. That's Jarvis Booker. 5 seconds to go. Long way to go for Simmons. 3 on the way for Bird is good. Marlon Bird hits the 3 at the end of the quarter. And after 1 period of play, it is TF North 11, Salem 9. We'll be back after these messages.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Fairfield Memorial Hospital has been providing excellence in community health care since 1950. We are proud to offer a wide range of services in both the inpatient and outpatient settings. Horizon Healthcare, our rural health clinic, now has 3 locations to better serve our patients' needs. Patients can be seen at our Horizon Healthcare clinics in Fairfield, Sisney, and Grayville. Call us today to learn more about the services offered at Fairfield Memorial Hospital.
Welcome back here to Salem Community High School. After 1 period of play, it is TF North 11, Salem 9. TF North will get the basketball following the timeout. So here to start the second quarter. So a pretty nice heads-up move by Coach Bankston to hold for that last 3-pointer, then hit it, and then get the basketball. It's kind of like holding at the end of the first half in football and then getting the kickoff to you. 7:40 to go here in the first half. It's 11-9 in favor of the Meteors. Outside with it is Savon Cameron as they're running a weave out on top. Sincere Simmons off to the right wing, gets it to Jarvis Booker, back outside, Marlon Bird. And now Savon Cameron. Coach Bankston was playing with fire there for a while as he left Darrell Reed in the game with 2 fouls for about 6 minutes in that quarter. And there's a traveling violation as Sincere Simmons, rolling to the left side of the lane, lost his footing and walks. That was a 1-minute possession without a shot for TF North. 11-9 in favor of the Meteors. Wildcat basketball. And Jacob Harness just threw it away. Near steal, nearly stolen back by Hayes. Did he get it back? It will be Salem basketball as he knocked it off of the hands of Jarvis Booker, and Salem will retain. Darrell Reed will check back in with his 2 fouls. Big number 22 in the middle for TF North. Long pass ahead. Brubaker thought about going inside, back outside to Harness. Harness working against the very quick Sincere Simmons. Off to Whitney inside. Shot by Hayes is up. No good, but he's fouled. And who's going to get that one? I don't think it was Reed. It was Reed. Darrell Reed just picked up his 3rd foul with 6.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And he is a 6'7" sophomore as the first free throw is good for Levi Hayes. Levi missed his first 2 up there, but trying to get back on the right side of that. He can tie the basketball game with the 2nd one. He does so as Torrance Cox checks back into the game for TF North. 11-11, 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Out on the dribble is Jarvis Booker. The Wildcats into the man-to-man this time, as the Meteors start to move without the basketball. Actually, not much movement without the basketball. 11-11. And Jarvis Booker is just standing waiting for The closely guarded count is on. Back over to the left side it goes to Torrance Cox. He loses the handle, and it'll be out of bounds. Another turnover, the second one this quarter for TF North, basically unforced after holding the ball for 45 seconds. A minute the first time, 45 the second. 5:53 to go in the first half. It's 11-11, and another unforced turnover for Harness. That's 2 trips he has tried to force that pass, and both times to the left side. One time it was intercepted, and that one was into the bleachers. Sloppy game so far, 11-11. 5:45 to go here in half number 1. To the right wing with it is Booker. Hands it off out on top to Julius Bird. Bird gets a screen, goes against it, goes the other direction. Guarded in the man-to-man by Hayes. He heads to the hole, shot up, no good, tip up and in. Justin Atoidele. 13-11 back into the lead goes TF North as Harness heads to the hoop, shot up, wild one won't go. He was looking for the foul, no whistle. Didn't get much contact. Simmons with it, out to Booker. Into the corner. Atoidele. Now back outside. Booker will work with it. Number 5. In the black jerseys, purple numerals. And driving to the hoop, bumped back, and shot is up and no good for Julius Bird. Here comes Salem. They trail by 2, 13-11 with 4.5 to go in the first half. Brubaker's going to walk. Great trap outside by Thornton Fractional North. Outstanding trap at Atoidele and Sincere Simmons. Had their hands up, collapsed down, and Brubaker couldn't do anything with it. Step through twice. You can only step through once. When you put that foot down again, that's traveling. 4.5 to go in the first half. On the drive, Julius Bird backs out, gets it off to Booker. Guarded by Brubaker in the man-to-man. Looking down low. It's a 2-point game. Julius Bird, low scoring. Bird drives to the right side, tosses it in the corner. That's a Atoidele. Outside, Simmons looking to get Atoidele on that block. He's down there, but nice step out in front by Whitney. On the drive, Simmons, nice short jumper, rolls in. Sincere Simmons having a good first half. He's got 6 points. As the Wildcats get it across, Hayes tries to force it down low to Whitney, and stepping right in front is Julius Bird. Long pass ahead to Atoidele, and he's fouled. It will be free throws coming up for Justin Atoidele. Brett Whitney will pick it up. That's just the second team foul against Salem with 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the half, as Atoidele will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. First trip to the line for anybody from TF North. As the first free throw is no good. It's 15-11. As Atoidele will have a second opportunity. It's a very young TF North squad. And he makes the second one. So Atoidele with 5. Sincere Simmons with 6 for the Meteors. They lead 16-11. Ball gets bounced off the foot of Julius Bird. It will remain Salem basketball at the half court. 3:22 to go. First half timeout taken by Salem. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Make Wabash Internet your superpower and fly through downloads at super fast speeds. You'll feel like a superhero flying faster than a speeding bullet with Wabash's fiber internet. You'll have the power you need for all your online activities, from streaming movies to online gaming. We offer speeds up to 1 gig. Visit wabash.net to express your interest in Wabash Fiber. Certain restrictions apply. Contact us for complete details.
And welcome back to the SIT. 16-11 here in game 4. Game 2 of the evening. Game 4 of the event. As Salem with the basketball, down by 5 here in the first half. 3:22 to go. 16-11, low scoring first half. Each team with some unforced errors and a lot of turnovers. Kind of needs some quick hands on the other squad as Leighton Ware will have it. Gets it over to Hayes. They play a little bit of catch as TF North's going back into a zone. 1-3-1. See if the Wildcats can adjust. Brubaker will drive baseline, drops it off to Whitney. His shot blocked and out of bounds. It will remain Salem basketball. 3:03 remaining in the first half. Plenty of time. Ware holds. Salem will go into the four corners. As Harness will come back in at the next whistle. Cross court pass to Brubaker. The defense on him in a heartbeat. To the free throw line, and a foul is going to go against Bird. Knocking it away from Ware. Is Ware going to get shots out of that? He will get shots. Julius Bird picks up number 2. And Leighton Ware to the line for 2. He's 1 for 2 so far tonight. Salem only scoring from the free throw line so far this quarter with just 2:47 to go. As Harness will check back in, replacing Cade Alberson. Nice minutes from Cade. Second free throw bounces out, no good. Quickly up with it come the TF North Meteors, leading by 4, 16-12. 2.5 to play here in the first half. Sincere Simmons been running the point all night long, especially after Cornelius Gilbert picked up his 3rd foul for the Meteors. He has 3. Darrell Reed has 3 for TF North. Reed out of the game, replaced by Justin Atoidele. And Simmons directs traffic with 2:10 to go. Salem into man-to-man, but not close enough to be closely guarded. Simmons says, I'm not going until I'm closely guarded. Now he's beginning to move as they clear it out on the left side. The jumper won't go. Rebound taken down and putting up, no good. Rebound to Whitney. The follow there from Savon Cameron. Had a good look at it, just didn't go. Outside Harness open for 3. It's off the backboard and good. Jacob Harness doesn't care as long as they go. That cuts it to 1. 16-15, a minute and a half remaining. First half. Outside, holding on is Bird. Gets it over there on the right wing to Booker, Jarvis Booker. Now back over to Julius Bird. He drives on Ware, now backs out, pardon me, on Hayes. And into the hands of Simmons. He heads to the hoop. Throws it into the corner. 3 from Bird on the way. Good. Julius Bird with the 3. His first points tonight. Marlin already hit one. It's 19-15 in favor of TF North. And a 3, the answer there from Isaac Hayes. 19-18, again a 1-point game. 41 seconds to go. Beautifully thrown down low, count the hoop. And Savon Cameron will head to the free throw line as Brett Whitney picks up his 2nd foul, just number 3 against Salem. But count the hoop, and Cameron is at the line for the and 1. Cameron, a senior. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Salem. Down by 3, 21-18, 35 seconds to go. First half, clock on the move. Harness across with it to the right wing to Ware. Cross court to Hayes. Now to Harness, they're trapping him. Whitney. Harness cross into the corner. Brubaker tried to save it back in, and Harness just putting a little bit too much juice on the throws tonight. And that turnover will give it back to TF North with 19 seconds to go in the first half. You know they're going to hold for the last shot, up by 3, 21-18. On the dribble is Jarvis Booker. 8 seconds to go. Looks to his coach. Running out of time. Jarvis, he lost the handle. Stolen by Harness. 2 seconds. Harness all the way to the hoop. He puts it up. It won't go. And tipped too late. So, after 1 half of play, it is Thornton Fractional North 21. Salem Wildcats 18. We'll be back in a few minutes and give you the scoring for the first half, as well as set up tomorrow night's action, or at least the start of it. You are watching the Salem Invitational Tournament here on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be back in a few.
When you build with Morton Buildings, you build something that lasts. And now you can build for less during Building Value Days. If you're dreaming of a personal storage building, horse barn, farm storage, home, office, insulated workshop, or even a commercial facility, take advantage of our discounted pricing on new buildings now through February 28, 2019. So don't delay. Visit mortonbuildings.com for more information.
Have heavy rains done a number to your driveway and walkway? Call the Driveway Doctor, Jeremy Carter at Carter Trucking in Fairfield. The Driveway Doctor will make a house call, determine the pothole prognosis, and cure your ailing driveway. Hey, that wasn't us, ladies and gentlemen. That was part of the music. As the Salem Community High School dance team is performing here at the half. Have heavy rains done a number to your driveway and walkway? Call the Driveway Doctor, Jeremy Carter at Carter Trucking in Fairfield. The Driveway Doctor will make a house call, determine the pothole prognosis, and cure your ailing driveway and walkway. Carter Trucking prescribes riprap, sand, pea gravel, white rock, river rock, decorative rock, mulch, and more. Need dirt, grain, or even equipment hauled? Just call 842-2022 for delivery in Clay and surrounding counties. From Carter Trucking on Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield banking companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodmen representative.
With over 90 years of combined automotive repair experience, Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They are your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. For your convenience, call 665-3666 for free local pickup and delivery, because at Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Come see my daddy with some wood.
And welcome back to the Salem Invitational Tournament here at the half of Game 4. Game 2 on Thursday night. TF North, Thornton Fractional North, the Meteors lead the Salem Wildcats by 3, 21-18. Quick look at the scoring. The Wildcats are led tonight so far by Jacob Harness. He hit that late 3 in the first half. He's got 5 points. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Brett Whitney. He was 0 for 1 from the line, hit a couple of field goals. 3 points for Isaac Hayes. Good spread in scoring. Hayes with 3. 2 for Leighton Ware. He 2 for 4 from the line. 2 points also for Cade Alberson. He hit a bucket there in that first half. And 2 points for Levi Hayes. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. In the half, the Wildcats shot 11 free throws, 6 for 11. That's about 56%. You can do better than that. Only one player with multiple fouls for Salem. That's Brett Whitney, as he has 2. Levi Hayes, the only other player to pick up a foul. The Wildcats should be pretty appreciative for the Meteors committing as many fouls as they did, keeping Salem in the game, as Salem had quarters of 9 and 9, have 18 points for the half. For the Meteors, they're led here at the half by Sincere Simmons. He has 6 points, 3 field goals. 5 for Justin Atoidele. A couple of field goals, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Julius Bird with 3. He hit a 3 there in that second quarter. Also 3 for Marlon Bird. He hit a 3 in the first quarter. And 2 apiece for Cornelius Gilbert, and Savon Cameron. Cameron got to the free throw line. He was 0 for 1. For the game, the Meteors are 1 out of 3 from the line. But they have committed a ton of fouls. Del Reed carrying 3 fouls into the second half. 2 starters with 3 fouls. Cornelius Gilbert and Darrell Reed each with 3 fouls. Julius Bird with 2 fouls. And 3 players with 1. So let's add that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fouls in the first half. And they got Salem was in the bonus early in the ball game, probably about 5 minutes into the first quarter and into the super bonus early in the second quarter. But then TF North, after they put Gilbert on the bench and Reed for the most part on the bench, quit committing fouls. Played a little smarter. Nicely done. As we're about ready to get back underway here in the second half, it will be Salem basketball to start things off here in the half. As Harness, Isaac Hayes, Levi Hayes, along with Brett Whitney and Eric Brubaker on the court for Salem. Sincere Simmons, Cornelius Gilbert, Julius Bird, Darrell Reed. And Justin Atoye delay for TF North. On the dribble, it is Hayes over to Harness for 3. No good. Rebound taken down by TF North. Reed. Long pass quickly up. Sincere Simmons lays it up and in as TF North out sprinted Salem down court. And they go up by 5. Their biggest lead. Salem does not want to fall behind North. They've shown that they can hide the basketball. In trouble here for Whitney. Near 5-second call. He finally dribbles to reset the clock. And timeout's going to be taken by Andy Fehrenbacher early in this third quarter. We'll take a timeout as well. With 7:01 to go in the third quarter, it's 23-18. Be back in 30 seconds.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
And with 7:01 remaining here in the third quarter, TF North holding a 5-point lead, 23-18. Tim Bankston, Sr., the head coach of TF North, had a nice conversation during the timeout with Spanky Smith, the head official, as they get it to Whitney. Whitney drops it down to Brubaker, dribbles underneath, puts it up, loses the handle, gets it back, and he's going to be fouled from behind. I believe they're going to get it to a toy delay. And Coach Bankston beside himself, wondering how Brubaker could have gone up and come back down to the basketball. He must not have left his feet. As Brubaker will miss the front end of 2. This is Brubaker's first trip to the line. Second one on the way. Good. 1 out of 2 first points of the game for Brubaker. Cuts it to 4, 23-19. Salem on defense in the man-to-man. Sincere Simmons working out top against Brubaker. Into the corner to Gilbert. Nearly lost it out of bounds. Went through his legs, but he gathers. Looks underneath for Reed. The ball knocked loose. It's on the ground. Picked up. Nice pass to a toy delay as he lays it in. Bumps it to a 6-point game. 25-19, and Salem with trouble getting it across. Up to Whitney. Whitney outside to Brubaker, now Harness. TF North in a zone. Harness having some trouble out on top. Check that, that's man-to-man. Down low to Whitney, it's taken away by Reed. Ball picked up, back by Whitney. Gets it over to Brubaker, who heads to the hole, lays it in. Eric Brubaker cuts it back to 4, and there's a steal. Hayes tips it to Brubaker. He has it knocked away from him, and it'll go right back to TF North. Salem fans in disbelief. 25-21 with 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Bird brings it across. That's Julius. To the right wing to Sincere Simmons. Off to the left side now. Julius Bird for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound picked up by Reed. He puts it up and in. Darrell Reed's first points. And it's back to a 6-point game, 27-21. Long pass up to Whitney. He gets the loop and lays it in. Well, Brett Whitney. Timeout taken by Tim Bankston for TF North. With 5:05 to go, we'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are you looking to start a DIY project or new home construction? Come see us at Zinc Building Center. We can help with interior, exterior, and commercial doors. Need some new siding? Whether it be vinyl, stone, or cedar shake, we can help. How about roofing? Call us for a free estimate on a metal or shingled roof. We also deal in lumber, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and electrical. Stop by and see us on Route 45 in Louisville.
Come see us.
And welcome back here to Salem. TF North leads by 4, 27-23. And Coach Bankston beside himself down there on the bench. He thought that his players had missed a good defensive opportunity, and that's why he called the timeout. Here's a note: the Blues fall to Boston tonight 5-2. Quick pass ahead with it is Gilbert. Goes outside to Toidele, who travels. And he's coming out. I tell you what, I don't know if I'd want to come to the bench talking to Coach Bankston. No, that's a good teaching moment. He's telling Toidele what he did. In it comes Harness, fires it, gets it to Brubaker. They've got a break. He drops it down to Levi Hayes, who lays it up and in. That'll cut it to 2, 27-25. The press break works that time for Salem. Nice pass inside to Reed. He lays it in. Darrell Reed getting his first points of the game here in the last 2 trips. Bumps it back to 4, 29-25. Harness in backcourt, in some trouble. Gets it across to Isaac Hayes. Down low to Brett Whitney, back outside. 3 on the way for Harness is good! 29-28, 4:15 to go in the third. Quickly up court, they drop it down intended for Savon Cameron, and out of bounds. That turnover will give it back to Salem, and timeout on the court again taken by TF North with 4:09 to go in the third. It's 29-28. TF North over Salem. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Dan's Electro-Electric in Flora, Fairfield, and Noble is always ready to help you, whether the days and nights are frosty and cold or hot and humid. As a supplier and servicer of all major HVAC brands, Dan's experienced and licensed technicians are ready to get to work for you. Take care of your interior comfort with affordable heating, cooling, electrical, geothermal, and generator systems with reliable customer service from Dan's Electro-Electric.
And welcome back here to Salem Invitational Tournament. Wildcats with a chance to take the lead here following that full timeout from Coach Bankston. I show they have 2 timeouts remaining, and Salem has 3 timeouts remaining. 4:09 to go here in the third quarter. Possession arrow in TF North's direction. And TF North's coming out of that full court pressure. They're going to back into a half court zone. Now they're stepping up as Jacob Harness will work it up against Julius Bird. Brings it across the timeline, rolls to his left, heads down the lane, drops it down for Levi Hayes. Back to Whitney, gets his man in the air. He's fouled, and he'll head to the line. Brett Whitney to the line for 2. And that foul is going to go against Marlon Bird, his first, team second. Well, what a difference a half makes. 4 minutes into this half, only 2 fouls called. After TF North committed 11 in the first half. Brett Whitney ties it up with the first free throw. They can retake the lead with the second one. 29-29. 3:57 to go. Make it 30-29. Salem on top. Scoring is picked up measurably. And it comes to Eugene Tanner wearing number 12. Jumper on the way for Gilbert. Won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Darrell Reed. It will be Wildcat basketball. And tough pass. They finally get it into Brubaker. He heads to the hole and will travel as he gets there. I tell you what, it's pretty intimidating when you go into the middle like that. And big Darrell Reed standing in the way. Big number 22, 6 feet 7 inches. And that may have been at the start of the year. He's a sophomore. I bet you he's still growing, because he looks bigger than 6'7". Down low with it was Tanner. Eugene Tanner. They look inside, the ball taken away from Reed, but a foul is going to be called on Brett Whitney. His third, team first for Salem this half. Salem clinging to a 1-point lead. And it's going to be before the shot. It'll be before the shot. Somebody, now they're going to bring in subs. And a little bit of confusion as the subs were waiting to come in. Cade Alberson comes in along with Leighton Ware. Levi and Isaac Hayes sit down. So 30-29 in favor of Salem. On the drive, Gilbert outside. 3 on the way is off the iron for Booker. Rebound comes down to Alberson. And up to Harness. Salem can add to their 1-point lead. Their first lead since the first quarter. Harness to the right wing to Ware. Drops it down to Whitney. He works inside against Tanner. 3 on the way from Harness is good again. Jacob Harness now with 11. He's got 3 3-pointers. On the drive, a blocking foul is going to go against Brett Whitney. And if that is Brett Whitney, that's number 4. Team second. Maybe just his third. I must have missed a foul on somebody else. I thought the last one was on him. They're saying just number 3 on the board. Nevertheless, to the free throw line. That may have been the confusion there at that last break. Free throw for Julius Bird will fall in and hit the back iron, falls through. Cuts the 4-point lead to 3, 33-30. Salem up with 2:53 to go in the third. 2 minutes, 53 seconds, third quarter. Here in Salem, it's beach night, by the way. The students dressing in beach clothing. As Julius Bird hit them both. Ware will toss in against pressure. Man-to-man, they clear out. Simmons on Harness to bring it up. Jacob Harness looks entirely different this half from the first half, and a foul will be called on Jarvis Booker. That'll be the third team foul this half against the Meteors. Booker takes a seat. Gilbert checks back in. Not much rest for Cornelius. He has 3 fouls. He's been playing with 3 this entire quarter. Picked up 3 in the first quarter and sat out the rest of the half. 2:40 to go in the third. 33-31. Salem. Outside with it, Harness. Hands to Brubaker. Brubaker drives left baseline to the hoop. Shot up, no good. They're going to call a block on Julius Bird. That'll be his third. Should be the 4th against TF North. And Eric Brubaker will head to the free throw line for 2. Hits the first, makes it a 3-point game, 34-31. Hits the second one coming up. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. He misses the second. Rebound fought for, brought down by Tanner for TF North. Quickly up with it. Gilbert heads to the hoop. Nice drive. Misses the shot. Rebound tipped over to Brubaker. And he brings it up himself. He better watch out. Gilbert's a lot faster than him. He's in back court trying to get it ahead to Harness. Harness has it now. He heads around Bird to the hoop, and they're going to call a moving screen, I believe, against Alberson. They sure are. Cade Alberson picks up his first, team third. Cade Alberson blocking out there for Harness like he's playing football for him. 34-31, the score remains. Salem by 3, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Outside Bird picks up his dribble in a tough spot. Nearly stolen away. Harness does get it. Up to Brubaker. He heads down court to the hoop. Up and no good. Rebound fought for. Out of bounds. Last touched by Alberson. Boy, it was an exciting run to the hoop, but Brubaker couldn't get it to go. 1:50 to go in the third. 34-31 in favor of Salem. They've scored 16 points this quarter versus just 10 for TF North. They lead by 3. Gilbert on the drive against Harness. Into the middle. Passes it. It's knocked away. He gets it back. Heads up. Puts it up. It's good. Cornelius Gilbert's second field goal. He's got 4. Into Brubaker. He'll clear to his guard, Jacob Harness, to bring across. 34-33, 1:25 to go. Down low, Alberson works, puts it up, no good, but a foul's going to get called. I don't think it's going against Reed. No, it'll go against Gilbert. And that's number 4 on Cornelius. Number 5 against TF North. So Cade Alberson will head to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Off the back iron, no good. He can make it a 2-point lead with 1 minute, 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. This one's been a wild one. Second one for Alberson. Off the back iron again, no good. Rebound fought for. Reed comes down with it. Nice board by Darrell Reed, the sophomore. Quick pass ahead, Tanner. Off to a toy delay, and he lays it in. 35-34, back into the lead goes the Meteors. Brubaker dribbles against Reed. He's in some trouble. And a foul is going to be called. That is either on, it's either Reed's 4th or Simmons' 1st. Sincere Simmons does pick it up, and that'll be team foul number 6 for Thornton Fractional North, TF North, with 59 seconds to go here in the third quarter. They lead by 1, 35-34. Harness against the zone, it's 2-3. I was going to say, when's he going to shoot? You knew it was coming. As he fires, it won't go. Rebound all TF North. That's a toy delay. Long pass to Reed, and it goes over the cheerleaders into the audience. 42 seconds to go. It's a 1-point game here in the third quarter. 35-34. TF North by 1. As Harness and Torrance Cox get a chat from the official. No pushing and shoving before the ball's thrown in. Only pushing and shoving afterward. And there's a foul on Torrance Cox, and it's going to send Harness to the free throw line. Cox was on him all the way down court, finally bumped him enough in between the circles, and Harness will head to the line for 1-1. 35 seconds to go in the third. This one's been a wild one. Jacob Harness' first free throw is off the back iron. Boy, Salem having trouble from the line. Ball's loose on the floor. Who's got it? It's a dog pile, and it will be a held ball. It's going to go to TF North with 32 seconds to go. (35-34). Harness along with Brubaker, Isaac Hayes, Levi Hayes, and Cade Alberson on for Salem. Julius Bird along with Sincere Simmons, Darrell Reed, Justin Atoidele, and Torrance Cox on for TF North. Bird on the drive. He's going to get called for the walk with 15.9 seconds to go. He just kind of waited for people to get out of the way. They never did. And sub in for the last possession, presumably of the third quarter, will be Leighton Ware. Salem will get the basketball to start the fourth quarter. In it comes to Brubaker. Had an opportunity to get it to Ware, didn't do it. And with 10 seconds to go, Harness crosses the timeline. To his left. Looks outside. The ball's loose on the floor. Picked up by TF North. 1 second to go. They get it to Reed. Count the hoop. And with 3 quarters done, TF North leads Salem 35-34 on a 37-34, pardon me, on a gigantic dunk to finish it by Darrell Reed. We'll be back in 1 minute.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions. And with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us at 548-5045.
So Salem basketball will start things off here in the fourth quarter, trailing by 3, 37-34. As Isaac Hayes is fouled out on top. That's, I believe, a Toidele. It is his third, number 8 for TF North. And Isaac Hayes will head to the free throw line for the first time. Salem is 10 for 20 from the line, make that 11 for 21. Shot 9 free throws in that third quarter, hitting just 4, including missing the front end of a 1-and-1. 37-35, hit the front end of this one, but missed the second one. Remains 37-35. Darrell Reed on the boards all over the place. That's why the Wildcats needed to get that 4th and 5th foul on Darrell Reed. They haven't been able to get it, either one. 7:40 to go in the game. It's 37-35. Sincere Simmons calls for assistance. Now they've cleared out that left side again. He drops it down to Reed. He spins, shot won't go. Rebound down to Hayes, Isaac Hayes. 7:25 remaining in the game. Wildcats can tie with a hoop. Back into the game is Brett Whitney. He's dealing with foul issues. Into the corner. It goes to Brubaker. Brubaker to a cutting Levi Hayes. Over to Isaac, to Levi from Isaac. He puts it up and in. We're tied. Levi from Isaac. We're tied at 37 with 7 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. Outside on the dribble, it's Julius Bird. Guarded by Brubaker, Eric Brubaker. They set a screen for him. He tries to get to the post. Nobody lets him. Now back around and outside to Torrance Cox. To the left wing, Sincere Simmons. Bird, good ball movement and patience here for TF North. As Cox puts it up from 12, it's good. His first points of the game. And they put TF North back in the lead, 39-37 with 6:20 to go. Eric Brubaker over on the left wing. He's trapped. He's in some trouble. He's used his dribble. Gets it to Isaac Hayes, and Hayes has to get rid of it. Off to Harness. Harness jumper from 14's good. His defender fell down right in front of him, and he's able to take advantage. We're tied at 39. 6 minutes even to go. On the dribble, Julius Bird working against Isaac Hayes. Outside it goes to Torrance Cox. Cox has been seeing a lot of playing time tonight. with Cornelius Gilbert in foul trouble. Gilbert's on the bench with 4 fouls still. 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go. You're watching Salem Wildcat basketball at the Salem Invitational Tournament here on Wabash Catch TV. Outside on the drive, well, no, backing now, Sincere Simmons. Over to Bird. Bird drives toward the hoop, puts it up, and off, no good. Nice rebound by Whitney. Near steal, it is stolen by Bird. Great quick hands for Julius Bird. For TF North, we're still tied at 39. We're going to go under 5 minutes before TF North takes their next shot. Pass left for Tanner. He gathers on the floor. They get it around to Reed, who punches it home again. Huge dunk for Darrell Reed. He's got his last 2 field goals by way of the Monster Jam. 41-39 in favor of TF North. 4 minutes, 35 seconds to go as Harness dribbles it off the foot of Cox. Gathered by Sincere Simmons. Over to Julius Bird. He lays it in. It's a 4-point contest now with 4:25. Salem needs a hoop. Harness up quickly with it. They have plenty of timeouts. Wildcats do if they need to use them. 3 remaining. Nice pass to Levi Hayes. He puts it up and in, and he's fouled. That'll be Darrell Reed's 4th. And Hayes will go to the line with a chance to cut it to 1. 4 minutes, 9 seconds to go. 43-41 as Levi Hayes, the 6'4" senior, steps to the line. Big shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound brought down by TF North. Winner gets T-Town tomorrow night. Loser plays Saturday against Centralia, Saturday afternoon at 1. 3:50 to go. Down low, Darrell Reed again, he lays it in. And he has 10, all in the second half. It's back to a 4-point game with 3:40 to go. 3 on the way from Isaac Hayes is off the back iron. No good. A rebound comes down to Julius Bird. TF North can add to their 4-point lead. That's a 2-possession game. And with 3.5 minutes to go, these things become huge. The number of possessions remaining on the dribble. Sincere Simmons working against Harness. Count is on. That's 5 seconds. Tim Bankston looks at his player and says, "What are you doing? Pass the ball." That was an unforced error if there ever was one. 45-41 in favor of Thornton Fractional North. They lead by 4, 3:15 to go in the basketball game. Jacob Harness walks it across. Met by Cox to the right side. Cade Alberson picks up his dribble in a bad spot, gets it over to Hayes. Hayes drives underneath. He's trapped, now gets to Whitney. Whitney's jumper rolls off, no good. Alberson with the board. Now it's loose, it's on the floor. I was figuring a timeout might get called, but it'll be a held ball. It will go to TF North. .256 to go in the game. 45-41, TF North by 4. As Cornelius Gilbert will check back into the game. He has 4 fouls. Darrell Reed has 4 fouls for TF North. And in it comes to Sincere Simmons. Works against the trap and he's bumped. That'll be Jacob Harness's first foul. Team foul number 4 for the Wildcats. So Wildcats going to be aggressive here for the next 2 or 3 fouls anyway. They're going to try to get the basketball back, and they've got fouls to give. 2:50 to go. Julius Bird on the dribble to the right wing. Over to Cox. Torrance Cox working against Eric Brubaker. Now to Gilbert, out top to Reed. 2.5 to go. Cox to Gilbert. Gilbert drives through traffic and around near the half line and off to the left wing. Hey, they're going to dribble the entire game out if you give them a chance. Isaac over to Reed. Still 2 fouls to give for the Wildcats. Wildcats off it is. 3 on the way from Bird is off the iron. Long rebound gathered by North. And timeout is going to be taken by TF North with 2:05 to go and a 4-point lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
How am I going to do that? Welcome back, folks, to the Salem Invitational Tournament. Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV with 2 minutes to go in this ball game. It's a 4-point lead. Salem's got to start committing fouls. You got to get rid of your fouls, folks. 1:50 to go. Darrell Reed off to Sincere Simmons. They're backing him out farther and farther and farther. Cornelius Gilbert to the hoop, but he's fouled. And that'll be team foul number 5. That's number 2 on Jacob Harness. As Cade Albertson will take a seat back into the game, comes Leighton Ware. Brett Whitney, the only Wildcat who cannot afford a foul. I have him for 4, but the board had him for 3. And timeout again taken by TF North. Tim Bankston, I get that is his last one with 1:42 to go. 1:42 to go in the game. It's a full. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
And welcome back to Salem. It's 45-41. Let's set things up for you. The possession arrow is Salem's direction, trailing by 4. 1:42 to go in the basketball game. Salem is in the super bonus as TF North has committed 9 fouls. Next foul against the Meteors would put Salem on the line for 2. The Wildcats have committed just 5, so they can be super aggressive trying to get the basketball away from the Meteors here on this possession before they'd even put them on the line. They have a foul to give, down by 4 points with 1:42 to go. And TF North will throw it in. And it comes to Julius Bird. Well defended, looks down low for Reed. Reed outside around to Gilbert. And the Meteors playing some keep away. Nice pass intended down low for Reed is tipped up by Whitney and out of play. 1:26 to go in the game. It's a 4-point contest, 45-41. Throwing it in is Gilbert. Into the corner, he finds Julius Bird. Bird nearly walked, gets away with it, and outside it goes to Cox. Back to Bird. Salem looking to foul somebody now with 1:16 to go, and Bird will be fouled. Now 1:13 to go as Isaac Hayes will pick up his first foul of the night, team 6. And it will be TF North basketball. 1:10 to go. And now Julius Bird will head to the free throw line as Brubaker gave him a shove in back court. So for the line for 1-and-1 heads Julius Bird. He's 2 for 2 at the free throw line. And they've only shot 5 free throws on the night. The Meteors. Wildcats need a miss and a rebound. As Coach Bankston wants an explanation on how come that wasn't an intentional foul. You got to pretty much grab somebody for an intentional foul at this point in the game. They don't call it. As Bird misses, rebound to Salem, down by 4, 1:08 to go. Up with it is Whitney. Whitney all the way to the hoop. He puts it up and no good. Rebound to the Meteors. And a foul in backcourt again, this time also on Isaac Hayes. And they're going to send Julius Bird to the line again. That is the 8th team foul against Salem with 57.7 to go. Plenty of time for the Wildcats if they need to get some points going. They only have 4 points this quarter. Check that, 7 points this quarter as the first free throw is good for Julius Bird. Makes it a 5-point game. He'll get a second. That's 9 points this quarter for TF North. They're trying to finish out the Wildcats and take on T-Town tomorrow. Second one is good. He hit them both. And here come the Wildcats. Up to Hayes, to Harness, heads to the hoop, lays it up, too strong. Rebound to Ware. Need to put it up, boys. 47 seconds. 3 from Brubaker's off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Reed, and TF North looking good with 40 seconds to go. Going to take some misses and some makes for the Wildcats to get back in this one as Cornelius Gilbert will head to the line for 1-1. Number 2 on Eric Brubaker with 37.7 seconds to go. And a 47-41 lead for the Meteors as Gilbert puts it home. Meteors have hit their last 3 free throws. They lead by 7 now. It's a 3-possession game. Any way you slice it. Off the back iron the second time. Rebound to Salem. Up in a hurry to Hayes. And it's stolen away. Levi was trying to get it to Leighton Ware, and Gilbert gets fouled by Brubaker again. And Cornelius Gilbert will head back to the line this time for 2 shots as Nevco running out on the Salem Wildcats. They trail by 7 with 29 to go. First one's good. Cornelius Gilbert now with 5 in a game he's hardly played. He has had foul trouble all night long. Now he has 6. The last 3 coming from the free throw line. Long pass ahead. 3 on the way for Hayes. Off the iron. No good. Rebound to Brubaker to Whitney. He puts it in. Is it too little, too late? They're up by 7. Long pass ahead. Reed up to Cox, and he'll put it in. With 11 seconds to go, Salem's going to run out of time. They trail by 9. 52-43 with 5 seconds to go, and Jacob Harness won't even cross the timeline. There's your final score. TF North defeats Salem 52-43 and advances to the championship semifinal tomorrow night against Teutopolis. What we'll do, we'll take a 1-minute break. We'll come back. We'll give you the rundown on the scoring here in this second game and set up tomorrow for you. We'll be back in 1 minute.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today at Country Financial. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
And welcome back here to Salem as the Thornton Fractional North Meteors defeat the Salem Wildcats tonight by a final of 52-43. Taking a look at the Meteors scoring, they were led tonight by Darrell Reed, finished with 10 points, all coming in the second half, and the last 3 buckets coming by way of monster jams. He finished the third quarter with a big dunk and then had 2 more in the fourth. 5 field goals for 10 points. 9 points apiece for Julius Bird and Justin Atoidele, as Atoidele had 4 field goals, 1 for 2 from the line. Julius Bird with a 3 and a deuce and 4 for 5 from the free throw line, including 2 big free throws late. Sincere Simmons finished with 8 points, 4 field goals. 5 points for Cornelius Gilbert. He was 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, all in that fourth quarter. 3 points for Marlon Bird. He had a 3 in the first quarter. 4 points for Torrance Cox, a couple of big field goals there in the fourth quarter. And 2 points for Savon Cameron. He was 0 for 1 from the line. From the free throw line, the Meteors went 8 for 12. Shot 66%. Had quarters of 11, 10, 16, and 15. Big second half for the TF North Meteors. For Salem, they were led in scoring tonight by Jacob Harness. He finished with 13. He had 3 threes and a deuce. He was 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Do I have that right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 13 points. And 2 for 3 from the line. 10 points for Brett Whitney. 2 for 3 as well from the line, and he had 4 field goals. 8 points for Levi Hayes. He had 3 field goals, and he was 2 for 5 from the free throw line. 4 apiece for Isaac Hayes and for Eric Brubaker. Brubaker with a field goal, 2 for 4 from the line. Hayes, he had a 3-pointer, and he was 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And 2 points apiece for Cade Alberson. Had a field goal, 0 for 2 from the line. And Leighton Ware, he was 2 for 4 from the free throw line for his 2 points. Quarters for Salem of 9, 9, 16, and 9. Something to be said for consistency, but you'd sure like it to be more consistent at 16 a quarter rather than 9 a quarter. Those single-digit quarters, they hurt you. From the free throw line, speaking of hurt you, the Wildcats finished up 11 for 23 over the course of the ball game and fall tonight. Fall to 10 and 10 on the season, whereas the TF North Meteors improved to 8 and 5. So, taking a look at tomorrow night's action. At 6:15, we'll be taking the air for the 6:30 game between the East St. Louis Flyers against the Effingham Flaming Hearts. That'll start at 6:30. We'll be on the air at 6:15. And we'll also have at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, following that first game, 2 Topless will take on the Thornton Fractional North Meteors for the other semifinal to determine who gets into Saturday night's championship. On Saturday morning at 11:30, Triad takes on Mount Vernon. And at 1, it'll be Centralia versus Salem on the consolation side. That'll just about do it for us tonight. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for helping bring Wabash Catch TV here all week long. We certainly are enjoying it ourselves, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcasts as well. If you ever feel like making a question or comment, by all means, check out Wabash on Facebook. Check out Wabash on Twitter at Wabash Catch TV. All kinds of places you can make a comment. Follow us as well if you like, and also you can watch on YouTube at Wabash Catch TV West for these ball games. That'll just about do it for us tonight. For Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you tonight's final scores: to Topless over Centralia 62-48, and the Thornton Fractional North Meteors over Salem 52-43. So long from Salem.